Tavares. Wilco makes a run ahead of him. Bergkamp suddenly changed pace through the centre. It's Bergkamp! That's magnificent! The move, and then this, which left Dabby's ass totally stranded.
Hello and welcome to a Bergkamp Wonderland. It's the preview show. Remember those? We used to do those back in the day before I started being a dirty stop out. And I've done the tweet. I've changed the intro to the one with the crossed out players. I think maybe Leno was a crossed out player there.
That intro was amazing.
It's that's the full range of my skills using Windows Movie Maker, editor, film editor. I don't know, something on there that does something with those things. With me this afternoon, tonight, this morning, wherever you are, it's Fran. Hello, how you doing?
Hello. I'm already in stitches just from talking to you for 10 minutes before. I'm not trying to be serious for the big match, but I'm good. We're going to talk about Chelsea.
It's lambs to the slaughter. It's not going to be about winning or losing. It's going to be by how many do they smash us by, which is always nice. We've got 12 minutes until the lineups are released. So are you excited?
Oh, I'm so excited. I actually think we're going to win, maybe about 5-0.
Oh dear.
Yeah, so...
you've been eating your pencils again, one with the lead in. Don't eat the lead pen. They don't make pencils with lead in anymore. That's terrible. That is a shame. Let's have a chat. See if there's anybody in the chat room worth talking to. There's me. That's me saying oi oi. Look at that beard. It's annoying having a beard too long. You get food and sweat, and I dribble in my sleep, and then you have to pick all the bits out, and it's never any good. And Stan's there. Stan in Canada. Let me guess. 8 hours behind. 6:34. It's 10:34 in Canada AM. I was just getting up for a wee at 10:34 this morning. Stan will be on the show later with Femi. That's if unless it gets really bad, then no one's going to turn up. Stan says, can't remember the last time I felt so terrified before the game. We're both terrified, aren't we?
Yes. Might just not watch.
Phil Macker is there saying hello, and he says, how many will we lose by? How many do you think we're going to lose by?
Well, that depends. We have to look at the lineup.
It's not going to make much difference.
Off the top of my head, I think 3 or 4-0.
Someone actually said, do you remember Wenger's 1000th game where we went there and they smashed us 6-0? So people said it could be that all over again.
No.
We don't.
I'm feeling very negative, but it would be incredible if we did pull out a win, because then we'd be level on points with Spurs again. But I'm trying to keep my expectations low.
I think the only reason people are so negative is because the simple fact that they went to Southampton and beat them 6-0. We went to Southampton and lost 1. So logic will say we're going to lose 7-0. That's how it works, I'm sure. Rudy's there. Hello, guys. Thunder is there. Oi, Danny. Change the Arsenal kit in image. Both teams wear their home kits in the derby. Do they? I did wonder about that. I will get that changed. How did you know that, Thunder? Some of the things I don't know. I mean, you wouldn't think I've been watching football for 40 years. Dear, oh dear. That is Fran. And
Hello.
She does all the drawing. If you go to people go on Twitter at SENESKETCHES. Don't know why I'm saying that. I might as well just put it in the. It'd be a lot easier if I put it in there like that. There you go.
That is my surname, Sini. I'm Francesca Sini, and I do art, and I love Arsenal. So I started drawing Arsenal players. But we're just having a chat about Chelsea. I'll maybe show a bit of my art at the end.
If you all
nice
behave,
to see everyone.
She'll get her to show you some of her art at the end, because we've got plenty of time. It's an early start. Stands for woman. It's like Sophie's never been on. Like Sean isn't, and my mum aren't regularly walking around in the background.
I've never seen them.
I said to Sean that years ago when she was younger, I said, we're about to start the show, Sean. She didn't hear me. She said, what? and then I didn't reply because the show had started, and she just shouted, "I'm having a poo." So everybody heard her. Embarrassment. RBX is there. Afternoon, everyone. Come on, you Gunners. Rudy says Lacazette is in the squad tonight. How do you know that?
Is he?
No, he couldn't have been. He had a COVID's positive test, didn't he?
Maybe he's had negative.
Well, it's all made up anyway. They're just probably doing it to swing the lead and get 2 weeks off of work. That's what everybody else does. They make it up. Matt Roberts, and not the COVID's made up. No, they just pretend.
I thought you meant that the virus in general was made up. I was getting off this podcast.
Matt says, "Well, glad the previews are back." Yes, and I wasn't going to do a preview for the Man United game, so I'm not getting up at silly o'clock AM. But I could do it the day before, so you never know. I might do one on when is it? It's on Saturday.
Is it a 12 PM kickoff?
Yeah. I'm not going to get up an hour and a half before then because it'll kill me. So I might do one the day before. So I might do one Friday night sometime. Phil Macker makes a change from baldy, beardy men. No, that is true. Nerdran says, "Hey guys, G-Man Green. Oi, I'm very worried about tonight." Nothing wrong with that. I think there's a good reason to be worried because they're shitbags and I hate Chelsea. I even forgot to watch this on my own.
They're not as bad as Liverpool, though. I don't actually know a Liverpool fan that I like as a person, but I don't know if that's just me. I'm sure there are like lovely ones out there.
No, it's impossible. Talking about that, there goes my mate Tony. He's from round here. He's a Liverpool fan. Tone, I wouldn't really do that if you could see me. And he's a monster. Mr. Mercury, easy win for the Gunners. You people are deluded. Boy Tendayo, please tell me we aren't going to get embarrassed today. We can't do that. Mr. Walker is there from ABW. We will nick it. Now, Alan Davis was saying on the Tuesday Club podcast that I listened to last night, they wouldn't be surprised if we get back-to-back wins against Chelsea and Man United.
I would.
Crazy, isn't he? Oh, here we go. Rudy says 2-0 Chelsea. I am realistic. If people are going to put their predictions, can you put it the right way around? Because that is Chelsea have come second. So you put Chelsea, and then the score, and then Arsenal, because you're just going to confuse me. No, Carl works for the London Underground. Phil, he's not allowed that kind of nonsense. Matt says it would be typical for Arsenal to win this just after 3 losses. Carl is not serious. Oh, Carl says shush. Carl, shouldn't you be delaying people's journeys home from work? Maybe it's a bit late for that. Oh, Matt says those sketches are amazing. Those sketches are amazing. If anybody wants to buy one, you can go on Etsy and buy them. And I've had a good look.
Oh, thank you.
Yes. And when she wants to do a new one, she does a poll and asks what she should be doing. He says he knows, very talented. Hello, Vasil. That is Nikki's mate. Green Man Gaming. Lacazette is getting off the bus. Cole says he's in the squad. Oh. He's got off the coach. Where are you people looking at this? What are you? I don't know where they are.
Danny, hand up. Do we want him in the squad though?
No. I mean, he's a good-looking bloke. He's the best-looking bloke at the club. He's got a lovely beard. But apart from that,
I think he looks like Drake a little bit.
I actually know who that is, and yes. I'd have Drake shot into the ocean. Out of a cannon.
And Lacazette shot into the ocean too.
Oh God, no! No, he's a lovely man. I want him to come back to France and play for my French team Caen in the French second division. Loki's there, and Bulgarian Guna is there, and Matt the Guna is there. 50% beardless. He was moaning in the last show that all 4 of us had beards. So, Drago says up yours, Tony. Tony's a bit of a killer, so I better not say that. Mo Falla, evening everybody. Rudy, a loss is expected. We lost top 4 3 games before, and probably even more. BX is there. Hanatu, Yummy. Come on, guys, we got this 2-0 to the Arsenal. Not a chance. Chelsea 7, Arsenal -2. That's exactly the way around. And Chirobi, hello, Gov. It's been a while. 11-0, then we go 4th on goal difference. Crazy. Right, let's have a look at where the game is going to be on for people at home, in the bus and on the toilet, or even in the bath. It's going to be on Sky Go Extra, Sky Sports Main Event, Sky Sports Premier League, Sky Sports Ultra HD, and also for you people that are busy working and don't want your bosses to know that you're listening, it's on Radio 5 Live, or get it on IPTV and watch it whatever channel you want. Anybody name a country in the chat and I will tell you what channel it is on in that country. So there's going to be a few seconds delay. The first country someone puts, we're not going to have you, Bulgarian Gooner. We know where you are. You're in Bulgaria. Thunder says Drake. I don't see it. We've got the black armbands for Steve, our scout. That's Steve Rowley, not Rosen. I know you knew that. Oh, my voice has gone all manly. I don't know what's going on there, probably because I haven't drank anything yet today. So we're picking a country. Vatican City, says Vasil. Right, let's see if it is indeed in the Vatican City. OSTU. No, the only V we've got is Venezuela. It's on Star Plus. Did anybody else bring us Aruba? Oh, I think there might be one. I have to go from one end of the alphabet to the other just to annoy me. Aruba, it is on Channel Rush. There we go. That is a service you will not get anywhere else. So, up your bum. Right, previous meetings, Fran. We have got... This is how bad... We were saying before the show started, Fran, that I had no idea. The last time we played them was on the 12th of May, 2021. We beat them 1-0 at their place in the Premier League. Smith Rowe scored after 16 minutes. Do you remember that? Because I don't.
No.
It was Leno in goal, Gabriel, Holding and Mari at centre back, Tierney at left back, and Saka maybe at right back. And in the middle, Partey, Odegaard, Elneny, and Smith Rowe, and Aubameyang up front. That was probably not the formation. I probably got that completely wrong. But there's definitely 3 centre backs there. So, I'd imagine one of those was probably playing at right back, possibly. What does it say? It was played behind closed doors. Remember them days?
Oh, yeah. Weird.
The one before that was the 21st of January 2020, and it was 2-2 at the Bridge in the Premier League. They scored first, Jorginho penalty, and then Martinelli scored on 63. That might have been one where he ran through the whole of their defence at the speed of light with a magnificent goal. Was that it, do you think?
I'll be honest, I have been travelling all night. If you're asking me to recall specific moments from games, it's just not going to happen.
That's the only thing I've got about that. I mean, David Luiz got sent off after 26 minutes. I don't remember that either. Ozil played in that game. That's probably why. And Mustafi, probably why I've blocked it out. And then they scored Cesar Aspas, unpronounceable, scored in the 84th minute. Thank you very much. Bless you. And then in the 87th minute, Hector scored a goal to make it 2-2. I remember nothing about that game. Absolute shambles. And the game before that was the 18th of August, 2018. It's a 5:30 kickoff. Here we go. It said Arsenal had now lost 6 of their last 7 visits to Stamford Bridge. But this game, we did lose 3-2. We lost. They scored first with Pedro, then they scored with Alvaro Morata, and then we scored with Henrik Mkhitaryan, then Iwobi just before half-time, and they got their winner with Marcus Alonso in the 81st minute. And guess what? I remember nothing about that game. Aaron Ramsey played.
What a surprise.
He came on for Mesut Ozil in the 68th minute. It's not helping at all. So, that was a complete waste of time because neither of us remember any of the games. Does anybody in the chats remember anything? Have you got something to say? Did you? Are you waving?
Oh, I do that. My parents are teachers, so I. Anyway, it got pointed out when I was on Lee Judge's TV that I kept putting my hand up.
I was watching it.
Oh, thank you.
It was very polite. That's when they were doing about your drawings, wasn't it? You, him, and Soph.
Yes, I was very starstruck.
Yeah, lovely man.
Apparently, Arsenal, though, we've won more times. Like according to Wikipedia, we've won 79 times, and they've won 66 with 59 draws.
That's because Chelsea used to be shit before they bought all their glory.
Yes. Their new owners. I thought they were meant to get new owners within like 2 or 3 weeks.
I think they extended it by another couple of weeks for the amount of time that they had to get their bids in, because there was some number, like there was 200 people that had decided, said, "Oh, please, sir, me, sir, I'd like to buy the club, sir," and they were just organising, selling off all their shenanigans to try and raise the money. The lineups are out. Go on.
I was going to say, have we faced them with this current squad? I'm having a brain fart moment.
I don't know.
The lineup. Anyway, let's see.
Here we go. So we've got Ramsdale in goal. That one we know. We have got White, Gabriel, and Holding. Oh, 3 centre backs. Then that means we're confused. So if we work from the front, you've got Nketiah up front, Smith Rowe on the left, Saka on the right, Ødegaard in behind him with Xhaka and Elneny in midfield.
Not Lokonga.
So how's this going to work? We've got Xhaka, Elneny, Ødegaard are all central midfielders, but we've only got one. We've got left back, so it's going to be Benny Blanco, isn't it, at right back? Yeah. So it's going to be left back Tavares, Holding and Gabriel in the middle, White at right back, and then it's going to be Elneny, the holding midfielder, Xhaka just ahead. So Elneny's going to do the Partey role, and then Saka on the right, Smith Rowe on the left, Ødegaard in the 10, and then Nketiah up front. That's actually not too bad, is it?
But is it? A lot of people were calling for having 3 at the back, and I believe that this is an unchanged sort of formation. Correct me if I'm wrong, chat. But
yeah, I think you're right there. Oh, ow. I shouldn't leave marks in my fingers.
Tavares is back in, which is good. I think Arteta's realised that he has to keep him on side, build up his confidence after pulling him off those times. And credit to him for playing, showing up. Elneny, he hasn't started.
He hasn't played. I don't think he's played any minutes since he's come back from the AFCON.
Oh gosh, this is the problem. See, we've got play. He's finally realising now. Okay, we need to rotate a little bit so people are fresh to play and have some match fitness against Chelsea.
Welcome back, Elneny. By the way, you're playing against Chelsea at their place, and you haven't played a minute's worth of football. I'm just going to go and make sure that I haven't got this wrong. Elneny, from the motherland, because I claim to be part Egyptian because I did my DNA, and I'm from bloody everywhere. Ridiculous.
That's interesting.
Okay, let's have a look. So he starts against Chelsea. The last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last 10 games he was on the bench without a single minutes of play. And then the game before that, he was in with Egypt. And the last time he played was on New Year's Day. He got 6 minutes against the defeat at home against Man City. And then he got 15 minutes against Norwich. And then he didn't play 4 games. Oh, he did get 90 minutes against Man United on the 2nd of December. So there you go. That's the last time he played any decent amount of Premier League football. Arteta, never learn.
If you don't have that much faith in Lokonga, or is Lokonga injured, or he's on?
No, he's on the bench.
He's on the bench. Then at least rotate him with Elneny if there's a possibility that you're going to bring Elneny on.
It is typical Arteta that he's brought Lokonga in from the cold. He's managed to play a few games. He's looked good, and now he's all warmed up and match fit. He's going, on the bench, son. You're not playing. And he's dropped Martinelli. He's dropped Pepe. I mean, not dropped Pepe. But another thing, you see, at least Cedric isn't playing. So that means, did you see the free kicks against Southampton, or didn't you see because you're away?
I saw the highlights, yeah. And I saw a lot of people saying, just stay away from the free kick, Cedric.
He had one free kick on the left-hand side near the corner. He put it into the net. And the next one, he put it over the goal. Not even towards any of our players. It's almost like he was still being played by Southampton to mess things up. But we've got Leno on the bench as usual. Cedric, Zach Swanson, Miguel Aziz, Lokonga, Amari Hutchinson, Pepe, Martinelli, and Lacazette all on the bench. So let's go and have a look.
So Lacazette is on the bench. Well, he's not starting, which is something.
Yeah, but 2 days ago, it was congratulations, happy anniversary, Eddie Nketiah. It's been 1 year and 2 days since your last Premier League goal. So, did anybody get him a card? Oh dear.
But was it Nketiah? No, it wasn't Nketiah. It was Lacazette saying he wants to leave to play in a Champions League team. Not leave per se, but he wants to.
Good luck with that.
Yeah.
The amount of money that he's on.
Better start performing.
Yeah, no Tomiyasu. All the people in the know were saying Tomiyasu is back and he might be starting.
I'm glad though they're not rushing him back, but the whole length of the injury is quite concerning.
Yeah, because I think there's one calf and that recovered, and then the other calf got injured, and then it was something else as well. These people all living in the past. Loki's put Kanu hat-trick and RVP mugging off John Terry. The C word. I don't know. Concurrent, maybe that's what you mean. There's nobody here to. I'm having to go manually. And Matt Laguna, of course, he's related to Loki, so of course he's got a potty mouth. Lots of swearing. There you go, people. I've allowed all your swearing. Put whatever you want. We don't care.
Comments are great.
Well, you look at that. It's Alex from the Alex family. You're a very cheeky man, young Alex. He's one of my favourite Twitch people. You know, he lives in the up north, and he's a Spurs fan. He's never actually been more south than Peterborough. Bless him. Why are you watching this? I don't know. Why are you watching this, Alex? It's nice to be able to speak to you. You need to pull your finger out and get more Twitch shows done because everyone else is not bothering. Phil Macker says Lukaku is Benteke and Chelsea kit. I mean, we moan about the stuff that's gone on with Arteta, but imagine if we paid £100 million for a striker and then don't play him. He scored 2 or 3 goals this season? That is hilarious.
Well, we paid 79 for Pepe and don't play him. I think it was 70.
Oh, yeah, that is a thing. Stan says Tomiyasu was nothing but a mirage.
That was the one I was laughing at.
Matt says, do you want an honest answer, boy, or the brutal one?
What was the question?
Up front, and he's fucking shit. I'm reading these in the wrong order, really. Rudy has put Chelsea, the lineup, Mendy in goal. Cheers, Rudy. Reece James, who's one of my favourite players that I steal from Chelsea, at right back. Christensen, and who else plays a centre back for them? Is it Sarr? Is Sarr a centre back? As unpronounceable at left back. Thank you very much. Bless you. That's for sneezing or whatever that noise was you just made. Lukaku starts. We're saved. It's not going to be a murdering.
This would totally be a game where he turns up because it's us. We're like Santa, remember? Just giving free gifts.
Mount on one side, Werner on the other, Lukaku up front, and midfield of Conte, Loftus-Cheek. I think that may be a wine from the San Fernando Valley. Not that I drink wine. I don't drink. I've got Caribou. Huh?
I don't drink either.
Oh, good. I don't like it. I was last drunk in 1994.
Wow, I was not born.
You're not? Oh, bored or born?
Born.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, we know that. You're the same age as Sean. I know. Where are you, offspring? You should be on here talking with your father about football. I'm going to have you adopted, you shit.
Come on screen, Sean.
She won't do that. She's not fucking watching. She's probably busy shouting at Northerners to stop shoplifting from her store. This is BX. This is Ferrari via Kia matchup. Actually, the new Kia cars are quite nice. I was trying to persuade the offspring to get one rather than another Golf.
I like Kias. Yeah.
Yes. Rudy says Alonso will score against us. Be sure of it. Scored in one of the previous games. Phil says Mount is their best player, so Xhaka definitely booked for a thumping tackle. Did you see the thing last night with who was it for Liverpool? One of their players stamped on someone. It was Man United, but Bruno Fernandes should have got a red card for what he did. It was lovely seeing Man United getting absolutely smashed last night.
It was.
Alex says, ha ha. And when we play Spurs, I'm going to try and get Alex to come on, people. And he will spend the entire time poking me in the ribs. Yes, so Alex, if you want to come on for the Spurs preview, we can do that. Maybe even the post game, that would be good.
Maybe.
BX says Martinelli, Pepe, Saka should be the attack. We know that should be the attack, but that's not going to happen. Loki feel like chap waiting. It feels like a chap waiting in the gallows. Drago says drop a like, you lazy lot. People are doing more comparisons. Stan says Howard versus Lidl.
I like this. Keep the comparisons coming.
Where are we? Matt Laguna, Loki's brother, says there are thieves in the south too. Alex says he'll see if he's not working. He might come on. And we can do the preview show, not live, Alex. And then, because I'd like to get you on. Alim says, chance for us tonight. Look at Chelsea's lineup. Could this be the time, Fran, when Lukaku's going to find these scoring boots and get his first Premier League hat-trick of the season?
I think it definitely could. I think he did actually score in their FA Cup match.
Oh, that's the only time he plays now, isn't it?
So he's kind of in the mood, I guess. But with him, you never really know.
No, you don't. Boy 10 has put yacht v lifeboat.
A punctured lifeboat.
A punctured lifeboat. Yeah. Alex says, "Oh yeah, he could do a pre-record, so that's good. Get him on, and he can be horrible to me for half an hour." Matt says, "Most of the thieves are from Luton. You'll be fine." I don't get the thieves thing. Vassel, who is in where are you, Vassel? I think you. Nick said you are in Romania. Was it Romania? I think it was. I swear Lukaku had a good game for you lot last time.
I think someone said that.
Sotheby's for eBay. Deluded, we are in big trouble. You are in Romania, the land of Georgi Hagi.
Who's that?
He was the greatest Romanian player of all time. He was the Gaza of Romanian football, but without ending up living in bushes. I watched a documentary about Gaza the other night on BBC, a 2-part, 2 1-hour bits. The press have a lot to answer for. They broke that bloke. They ruined him and his career and his life. Where else? So what else are we going to do? We've talked about the injury tables one I did have up, but I'm going to ignore that because it's meaningless. The El Neni stats don't need this one here. So how do you think the game's going to go? It's 27 minutes in and we haven't talked about how you think it's going to go yet.
Well, I was going to ask you this, and it kind of combines. How do you think we can go in there and get a win? So ideally, how would it go?
Ideally, you play to our strengths, and our strengths are our attacking with our young players, you would have thought.
But not... I think more like on the break, though, because without Partey, and I would probably sit back and try and get them on the break. I don't know about you, since Partey's out, and we've got that pace up front.
Yeah, because they've got most of their decent players, so we're not going to be able to do much through the central midfield because although he's getting on a bit, Conte is still fantastic. They've got Mason Mount, and it's going to be like someone was saying in the chat of Benteke. Benteke was always shit unless he played against us, and then he'd always score for Crystal Palace, and that's going to be the way tonight with Lukaku. But I don't see that we're going to be able to score goals because they're in a shit period at the moment of 3 losses in a row, which is the second time in Arteta's career as Arsenal manager we've had 3 league losses in a row, but it's the first time that we've had 3. Is it 3 league? Yeah, because the other 3 league losses in a row to start the season, but that was broke up by the 6-0 win against West Brom. So yeah, this is the first time he's actually lost 3 games in a row, but not if you're doing it on league games only. So how are we going to beat them? I like the fact that we've got Big Bob Holding playing at the back because he can bring a little bit of stability to the back because Ben White and Gabriel are still young. They're still learning their trade where Bob has been there. We can rely on Ramsdale to do well. I have noticed in previous games in this shit run, he hasn't been doing his quarterback role where he's getting the ball and lobbing it all the way downfield to the feet of Martinelli. But he won't be doing that tonight because Martinelli isn't playing. But Yeah, those long-reaching balls from Ramsdale, we've missed those, and I don't know if they're deliberately not doing that. But was it about 2 or 3 games ago that it looked like Ramsdale had a problem? So maybe he was limping around a little bit. So maybe those long balls take such amount of power to hoof the ball.
Maybe.
I say hoof, it's not a hoof, is it? It's like a guided missile. It takes so much to be able to do that. Maybe he's got an injury. But then if he had an injury, he'd play Leno.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I don't know. I'm feeling very jaded and quite negative towards Arteta at the moment. I think he's a great guy, okay, but I wouldn't be surprised if he said, no more of them. We're going to try and possession-based, pass it up the pitch. Don't just lob it, Ramsdale. Let's get the balls going. I wouldn't be surprised.
It would be good if he'd say that to him, but I don't think he will. I think he believes his own hype more than anyone else. Matt Goon has got another one. He's got Carmen Electra versus Mo off EastEnders. Giving your age away there, Carmen Electra. She's about 50 odd now. Bless her. What time is? I don't. Alex says, "What time is kick-off for the Spurs game?" I don't know. I'm trying to block it out because we are going to get murdered there. Here we go. Drago says, Holdini gives us hope. Yes, agrees with that.
In Holdini we trust.
Stan says, Evian v Peckham Springwater. What a great episode that was. What else have we got here? They have, Matt says, they have centre-backs. We have hunchbacks. Sorry for any hunchbacks that are watching if they were offended by that. Oh, tonight. No, it's 7:45 tonight, Alex. Boy Tendayo. It's Michael Jackson v. Lil Pump. I don't know what a Lil Pump is.
I think it's a kitchen appliance.
Sounds about right. Here we go. Stan's pulled one out from the 60s. Elvis v. Shakin' Stevens. That's one's for the dads. So we've been going for 31 minutes. I need enough time to go and edit this and upload it to all the wonderful platforms. People in the chat, if you want to put your predictions for the scores, and I would say go and put it in YouTube, go and put it in the comments, because when people put comments in YouTube go, oh, look at that. People are putting stuff in the comments. That must mean it's popular. What we're going to do, we're going to spread this for more Gooners. Tumbleweed. Just bits of tumbleweed in the YouTube comments. So yeah, put us in the chat what you think the score is going to be. Fran, what do you think the score is going to be? You're hopeful and the realistic. One from the heart and one from the brain.
From the heart, it would be amazing if we could just sit back, because when we've sort of parked the bus, when we've been down to 10 men, it's been better. So I know it's a super negative way to go about it, but if we were to sit back, park the bus and get one on the break, that would be the dream. But realistically, we've been looking such shambles recently. It's the midfield I'm kind of worried about, but it might be a bit better with El Neni, even though he hasn't had any game time. I reckon it will be 1 goal conceded in the first half, 2 in the second half. But I would love to be wrong. What about you, Danny?
Nick has been kind enough on Twitch to put in your link, so I'm going to copy that and put it into YouTube. People, go click on that and go and follow her, because she is very, very good.
I'll show you some of my drawings while you're talking.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, you go get some, and I'll read out some predictions. BX says BX says he's not going to chuck himself into the ocean, which is good. Thunder Road says, I need time to edit. Need to take a poo before the match. That's not what it means at all. Not at all. Gemini Jedi says 2-1 Chelsea. Reese AFC's 3-0 Chelsea. J Rob 3-1 Chelsea. Matt the Gooner 5-0 Brain, 3-0 Heart. And Matt says even Chelsea fans aren't confident of this game, aren't they? Dear oh dear. Boy 10 says, honestly, if they only score 2, I'll be happy. 2-0 Chelsea. Off to give myself lashes for typing that. It's nice to have you back in the chat, Boyo. We have missed you. Boyo, boy 10, not Boyo. You're not Welsh. Well, you might be. I don't know. Tony Mills, my heart says 1-1. My brain says 4-0 the Chavs. Nice to see someone calling them the Chavs. Chavs or Chavsky. I'm happy with either. Phil Macker says heart 3-0. Brain, we are in a coma by half time. Nick fights 4-4. Oh my fucking God. I can't highlight it. And when it's the bottom one, I can't do it. Oh my fucking God. That ESR.
Sorry.
Oh. I think that means that's a nice thing. That's what they say about girls, isn't it? Sean gets that all the time. She likes it. Yes.
I'm flattered.
Well, be careful with Thunder because the bloke's probably a deviant. Probably. Oh my fucking God, that ESR pod. All right, yes, that's what we're going to come to. Matt the Gooner, I believe that Eddie is our future. Teach him well. And I've forgotten how to read. I'm going to stop this now. Right, so hold up your thing. I'm going to make it full screen on you. And people and explain to them a little bit about what you've done.
This is my biggest portrait. Basically, I'm much better at drawing than actually remembering facts about Arsenal and having any sort of cohesive thoughts on camera. But I do draw for my semi-living. I also have another job, but I don't. This is a portrait I did of some of our Arsenal legends. It took me about 100 hours, and it's really bad light actually, but you can see players like Henry at the top, Ian Wright there. See if you can name any others in this terrible light.
An Arsenal fan. There is Anelka, Perez, Aubameyang, Sol Campbell, Aaron Ramsey, Lundberg, Adams, Van Persie, Bergkamp.
This is terrible lighting. I can only apologise.
Bergkamp, Vieira, Van Persie, Overmars. There you go. It's very good.
Sorry that there are better photos of it online. That was really difficult.
I should have really have gone and got one of those, shouldn't I? So if people take
and
your
I've got the others as well. I'll get them.
Okay.
If you want.
Yeah, go and get them. I should do this while she goes away, so you don't look at her bum. And Stan says quality. Matt says that's amazing. That says the artwork is superb. I was doing this. Wait till she gets her headphones back in.
Oh, sorry.
I was doing this so they wouldn't look at your bum. I put it on me. You know what boys are like, and girls' bums.
I tried to keep my chair behind me.
Loki says very nice. Karun says big fan of Sane's sketches. Not Sane, Sini. I only know that because I remember the word knee when you've told me how to say it phonetically. The Saka one being my personal favourite. Big up. Wow, you are very talented.
That's my drawing of Saka.
And I should point out that she's not getting a photo and scanning the photo into a computer and then colouring it in. I'm holding my hand up, no one can see me. And then colouring it in after. If you go to her Twitter, you'll see it's not frame by frame, is it? It's
a time lapse.
Time lapse. That's the words I was looking for.
I do them all by hand. I'm in my studio now. It's a bit of a mess, but I've got my easel, drawers and palettes, and it's all done. In person. I've got by hand. I'm not very good at graphic work, but I do admire those who can do it.
Oh, yeah, I have found the one I was looking for. No, stop that. Here, there, and then I'm going to go here, and then I'm going to get rid of you there, and then I'm going to go share, and then share screen. Where is it? It's going to be Chrome tab, and this one, and share that, and make that a bit bigger, and there we go. This is the look at that, people. If I was doing this, that would be full of dribble by now, and I probably would have ripped it up or stabbed it.
I like doing the shadow on this one.
That is amazing.
There it is. That's the original.
Hold on, stop sharing, and go back to here, and put it back on you, and there you go. That is the original. So do you keep all the originals yourself, and then you just sell the copies of it?
But I'm going to keep hold of them and hopefully one day like auction them off for charity or something, or if the players want them.
Don't just charity.
I would like that. I would like to. No, I must be a starving artist. I can't be a wealthy one.
Nick has beat me to it. Nick has gone and put your Etsy link in Twitch, and he's also then gone and put it in YouTube. I copied it and put it in YouTube as well.
Thank you so
yeah,
much.
people, I hope you're all going and following Fran on Twitter, and then when you want something, let me get rid of this. There's Vivian Maidemir. That one. Have you had any interactions with the players over these?
No, that would be the dream. Yeah.
If you don't want to have Kevin Campbell, because I could DM it to him. He follows me. I don't know why. I'm sure he'll change his mind sooner or later.
I've got loads more to do, but you've got to do it for fun first, haven't you? And if they see it one day, then maybe not. But I love doing it. I love drawing faces. I like trying to get their expressions and things like that.
Phil says you do requests. You do on your Twitter, don't you?
I just tweet me. At the moment, I'm sticking with Arsenal stuff, but I have done lots of pet portraits and things in the past. But I'm trying to move away from that because it's quite soul destroying.
Is it? What? You're drawing dead pets.
Oh no, I've just lost a whole section of my fan base. No, it's good, but normally it's like there's a very tight deadline, and if you get like one whisker wrong, then some clients will be like, her whisker's not in that position. I get really stressed out. Like I like the actual drawing side, but like commissions and the business side and marketing, it really stresses me out. So, thank you, Matt.
That's why I make sure that no one expects a damn thing from me. I didn't even get anybody an Easter egg. That's how much of a shit I am. But I expected them in return, and then I scoff them like a hungry little piggy.
That's shameful.
Oh, Gary's there. Gary followed me on Facebook the other day. I think that was you, Gary. Was it? I think it was, but your name is different. It bowled me a googly. That Stan says looks like a photograph. It did indeed. Keysby Knight, I like this rock, paper, scissors strategy. See, I'm going from the bottom upwards.
I imagine he means like to choose the lineup. You rock, paper, scissors between Lokonga and Elneny.
I was watching Seinfeld last night, and it was the one where he had the little people, a little person on there, and they were doing rock, paper, scissors, and they would just both kept doing rock over and over and over. There you go. I do love Seinfeld. It is the absolute greatest. Nick says I am an Easter egg. Well, Sean was watching it, and I think she kind of got it. I'm not an Easter egg. I may have a head like an Easter egg. Matt Laguna could draw Harry Kane, sketch a dog. That drawing a Harry Kane, that could go somewhere very mean, Matt, so we'll just pretend you didn't say that. I love Liam Brady from the famous celebration, says Phil. And then
I'll make you. I didn't mean to put a question mark. I'm so tired, guys. Sorry. I traveled from 9 p.m. last night to 10 a.m. this morning on a flight and 3 trains and a taxi. So I'm super tired.
See, I know my geography. I know how many countries there are. You can point to anywhere in the world and I'll tell you where it is. I'm really good at geography. I had no idea that Tenerife wasn't next to Spain. I've been completely mugged off with that. It's off the left-hand coast of Africa, isn't it?
I know.
Who knew?
It was so hot.
I was thinking, why are you moaning so much? It's a 45-minute flight from there, no doubt. It's not, is it? It's halfway around the bloody world.
Oh, it was a midnight flight for like 4 hours, and there were delays, and I'm so tired. So I want to apologise if I got like every football fact wrong. But it's commitment.
And you make more sense than Nick. Horrible Nick. Right, this has been the longest preview show we've ever done, so I'm gonna go now. Everybody, go and follow Fran on the Twitters. It is at SENESKETCHES. Breathe. And Etsy will be on there, and all the other things that she does. And she will come back another time and do maybe another preview or post game show. Make sure she has some sleep this time and isn't got jet lag.
I'm more awake.
and hasn't come from Norwich but gone through Russia and China and America to get here, gone the long way round. And that's it. So thank you very much, everybody. We will be back 10 minutes after the game tonight with Femi isn't here, he's at work, but our other guest, Stan the man, Spidey Stan, he will be here with us. And that's it. So, Fran, thank you very much. You have been an absolute delight.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
Oh, I wanted to thank you because I was telling you before the show that I've been listening to you on podcasts for about 2 years, and you were like my go-to one. And so it's super exciting to be on your show. It really is. So
that's good.
I'd love to come on again if you'll have me.
Good. We definitely will have you. And anybody else who wants to come on, let me know. As long as I like you, you've got a chance. So Nick, bad luck. You're never coming on again. Loki says more ladies, less beards. Well, actually, that's a thing from Blackadder. Do you have ever seen Blackadder?
Yes, love it.
Yeah, Nanny had a beard on there, and she says, "When you were born, Queenie, I said a boy without a willy." And when Sian was pulled out of her mum's belly via a C-section, I said very loudly, "It's a boy without a willy." And no one laughed.
Oh no. Pearls before swine, Danny.
Sian was indoctrinated, spelled that wrong, into my weird sense of humour from the very moment she took her first gasp of air to this very day. I make her life a nightmare. Right, people. Thank you very much all for watching. This is going to be up on the usual podcast places of choice, and we will see you after the show. Goodbye.
Goodbye.